Hi everyone, welcome to my podcast. My name is Bianca Howdy. Today I'm reviewing The Hunger Game, which came out in 2012 and was directed by Gray Ross. The movie takes place in a future world where the rich and powerful capital controls 12 poor districts. Every year they force each district to send 2 teenagers to fight in a live, televised battle where only one person can survive. The story follows Katniss Everdeen, who volunteers to take her sister's place. I won't give away the ending, but that's the basic setup. I think the plot is strong because it mixes action, emotion, and social issue. It's easy to follow, but it still makes you think about unfair systems and how people in power can control others. Sometimes the beginning is a little bit slow, but the build-up helps the audience feel the pressure that Katniss is under. Which brings me into the performances. Jennifer Lawrence gives a great performance. She plays Katniss as tough and quiet, but also caring and scared. Josh Hutcherson, who plays Peeta, brings a softer and more peaceful energy. Together, they make the story more emotional. Some of the other characters don't get a lot of development, but that's mostly because there are so many people in the games. The camera work is something many people notice. During the action scenes, the camera shakes a lot to make it feel like you're right there with Katniss. Some people like this, but the others people think it's too shaky. But it definitely creates intensity. The difference in visual is also clear. District 12 is dark and gray, while the capital is bright, colorful, and almost ridiculous. This helps us show the huge gap between the rich and the poor. The music and sound also play a big role. The movie uses silence and emotional moments, and that makes those scenes more powerful. The mockingjay whistle becomes an important sound that represents hope and connection. The sound effects during the games also build tension without being too overwhelming. Emotionally, the movie connects well. Even simple scenes like when Katniss volunteers hit really hard. You feel her fear and love for her sister. Now for some critiques. Even though the film is very strong, it's not perfect. The shaky camera can be too much for some viewers, and I think the movie could have spent a little more time explaining the politics of the capital. Some world buildings feel rushed, especially for people who haven't read the books. The intended audience is mainly teens and young adults, but the theme makes it relatable for older viewers too. The film talks about unfairness, survival, and how powerful people use entertainment to distract others. It also comments on how society watches violence like a show, which is something we still see today. That's why the movie still feels relevant, even more than 10 years ago. Now for my own personal opinion, I want to be honest about my own bias. I really like action and adventure movies, so I went into The Hunger Games expecting to enjoy it. That's probably made me focus more on the exciting parts and overlook some flaws. Someone who doesn't usually like action movies might feel differently. Still, even with my own bias, I think the film tells the story well and delivers its message clear. Overall, The Hunger Game is a strong film with great actors, meaningful themes, and the visuals that clearly show the difference between the rich and the poor. It's exciting, emotional, and still important today. Thanks for listening to my review.